What I didn't get the last one. Can you please
Agents,
come?
agents.
Okay, agents. Okay, great. Okay. And others also, meanwhile, you can type in the chat maybe. So I want this to be interactive one. Okay. Can anyone else volunteer? Like, what do we mean by generative AI? Why it is so important now? It is not before. Can anyone else? Please, guys, please volunteer. Nothing to be ashamed of. We are here all to learn.
Yeah, hi Dev.
Hey, Firoz, hi. Good
Yeah,
evening.
good evening.
Please.
Yeah, yeah. So generative AI is basically a large language model wherein uh, this what I know about generative AI is like through images, text, and all, we can use of generative AI technology. We can uh, do lots of work, like uh, uh, when we are doing playing with the data, like unstructured data, we but in generative AI term, when we are building the model, so through speech and videos we can change that into data and create our requirements.
Okay, great. Nice, Firoz. Thanks for that. I think Levin and Firoz were like almost spot on. Okay, from what they covered yesterday also. Okay, I will just clarify what Gen AI is. Okay, and what's the evolution story behind it. So we'll cover that first. Okay, so generative AI, I will try to explain it very layman terms. Okay, first. So generative AI isn't part of AI. You can say. Okay, is a branch of AI, artificial intelligence, which helps in generation. Okay. Now, what type of generation? Generation meaning it can be helpful to generate text, okay, or messages or content, okay, and also it can be helpful to generate images, okay. Also, it is applicable in the field of audio, music, okay. It's that powerful that it can also help in building audio, okay. So there are three modes to it. One being text. Okay, text meaning whatever we read, write. Okay, so that's text. The second thing is image, and the third thing is audio. Okay, so generative AI, in a simple term, helps us generate in these three front. Okay, audio, visuals, and textual. Okay. Now, as correctly I think Levin and Firoz said, so what's ChatGPT is? ChatGPT is an application of a generative AI technology. Okay. So that is built by OpenAI. So OpenAI again is a company. Okay. Is a multinational company who is the like creator of this ChatGPT tool. Okay. So with the help of generative AI. So I think most of you have understood it. If not, you can stop me or you can ping in the chat and I will try to answer your question. Okay. So now today we'll see how generative AI can be useful in the field of nutrition. Okay. And also we'll discuss about other fields as well. Okay. And also very interestingly, we'll try to build something useful out of it. Okay. I will just I'll tell you what we'll try to build. We'll try to build a nutritionist, AI nutritionist, we can call him or her, okay, which will gather information from each individual. Okay, you can try yourself also, you can build yourself also, and it will give you a personalized diet plan. Okay, so you can build one of yours and you can probably build a personalized diet plan for all of your family members. Okay, so that's the take home from today's session might be. Okay, so you don't need to spend thousands of bucks with doctors, with dietitians, okay, with nutritionists. Let's create one of our own today. Okay, so that will be helpful for you and your family even. Okay, and also we'll learn how we can customize it, whether you want to customize it with the Indian diet, whether you want to customize with American diet, Japanese diet, etc., etc. Okay, cool. So any questions, guys?
Uh, Sir, will today's code will it be shared with us?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Rakib, is the code and all shared with them?
No, no, no. Code is not shared yet.
No, no. Will it be shared? I mean, once the class is over.
Yes, definitely it will be shared.
Oh, great,
Yeah.
great, great, great. Thank you, thank you. And sir, yeah, and sir, I mean, I'll be working on my collab, so I can do that, right? I can code in my collab as well, right?
Yeah,
Google Collab.
yeah.
Okay, great, great. Thank you, thank you.
We'll give you the solution. What whenever like you can use whatever tools you like or ID you like, you can or you are familiar with, you can use that. Okay. Okay. Now moving into like we have discussed what generative AI. Okay, generative AI is a type of AI that can generate new content, as I said, right? So it can be text, it can be images, music, okay, and it will be generating some content out of it. Okay, what type of content we want to generate? We need to tell or inform the model. Okay, generative AI model. We call that as a model, and the terminology to inform the model we call that as prompt. Okay, we need to prompt something to the model, then the model will understand. Okay, Dev is asking me to do this. Now I need to generate such content and give it to him. Okay, so that is what we mean by prompt. Okay, so we give the prompt as an input maybe to the model, okay, Gen AI model, and it will give the content as the output. Okay. So hope everyone is now familiar with the term prompt. Okay. So now how it works. Okay, internally how it works. So what is how it works? Uh, Okay, so let me cover how it works now. So, as general, you might have learned, right, what is machine learning, what is deep learning. Okay, so machine learning and deep learning, just to be like just as a revision, we can cover the topic as something which we teach a machine, okay, to like use his or to use the machine intelligence to work on a specific task. So that is what we do on machine learning. Okay. Similarly, the Gen AI framework or the LLM models, okay, the brain behind the Gen AI, okay, we call it Gen AI. The brains are called as large language models. Okay, models were there since 1980s. Okay, but now now we are familiar with the term called large language models. Okay, earlier there were small language models. Earlier there were normal models, AI models, predictive models. Okay, but now like in this today's world, we have a very familiar term called large language model. Okay, so the idea or how it works behind the scene, the LLMs are like it learned from a large data set. Okay, and it uses a neural network. Okay, same like how our brain works, and it tries to understand the data set behind, okay, and it will try to generate the content out of or by using our prompt or direction given. Okay, so prompt is nothing but a you can what you can do, you can think of a direction you are giving. Okay, so like we give a direction to our dogs or cats or our child or whatever, right? So we give a direction. Okay, you do this or do that. Okay, so that the LLMs understand, and they go and look around the large data set they are trained on, and then they come up with a content. Okay, the final content. Suppose say I want a okay. Now, for example, I will tell you, okay, please, give me a joke around or about generative AI. Okay. Then I gave a direction to the LLMs to think about a particular topic. Okay. That's the and he needs to build a joke around the topic of generative AI. Okay. What internally it will do is it will internally look on all the data set it was trained on, and it will try to find out similar topic and try to make a content out of it or a outcome out of it. Okay, so that is how internally it works. Okay, the generative AI. Okay, so now there are also so suppose say I told I gave a direction and it gave me an output. Okay, you might have used ChatGPT also, right? But you are not satisfied with that output. Okay, you want something else, but it gave something else. Okay, so in that case you need to reprompt it, you need to give a more directions. Okay, or you need to give some other kind of direction so that you feel that he or she can or the LLMs can understand. Okay, so that sort of mechanism or technique we call that as a prompt engineering. Okay, so that is what it is given a prompt engineering. Okay, so this is again an altogether a different what we say industry stream to work on. So there are now different prompt engineers also. So like a job profile is already there as a prompt engineers. Okay, So now again, fine tuning and reinforcement learning. Okay, so fine tuning is nothing but, so the LLMs are already trained on a large data set. Okay, it is trained in a large data set. We already know that. Okay, so what fine tuning means? Fine tuning means we we don't bother about the large data set, but on top of that, I want to give me a book of my own. Suppose I wanted to learn Ramayana, okay, or Mahabharata, then I will give a book of its own, okay, for example, and then it will try to infer from that particular knowledge, not the vast knowledge it has already been trained on. Okay, so that sort of training we call as fine tuning the model, or LLMs. Okay, reinforcement learning is like a type of learning where we give some rewards if it does a correct work, but we penalize the model if it does a wrong work. Okay, so I give a task to the model and it returns a very good content to me. Okay, then I give a reward to it. Okay, same as how we train dogs, right? So I ask him to just sit down, and if he sits down, I give him a cookie. Okay, so that the dog will understand. Okay, he needs to, when I say sit down, he needs to sit down. Then he will get a reward. Okay, and he knows it's correct. Okay, but if he doesn't understand it and he doesn't do the work, then we penalize him or hit him. Okay, or we ask him to do it again and again. Okay, so those like those way, that way of learning, we call that as a reinforcement learning. Okay, so inside this framework we have all this topic covered and then we get the output. Okay, so this is what we'll be covering today in terms of how it will be useful to build a nutritionist. Okay, any questions? I can
Sir,
take
I've
it up
got a
maybe.
doubt, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, sir. I mean, what is the difference between fine tuning and RAG, receiver augmented this thing? I mean, or is it the same thing? Fine tuning and RAG.
Okay, so RAG is okay. So I think that will be covering more in depth in the later slides, maybe Gibran. Okay,
Okay, sir.
because right
Fine,
now
fine.
we are just
Yeah.
covering what
Okay.
Gen AI
Yeah.
is and how it works internally. Okay, so that's a
Yeah.
broader topic for broader audience might be. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, sir. Yeah. It just cropped up. So this particular question. Fine, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So okay. Okay, let's move on to how or why. I think many people have questions on the chat. Okay, but definitely I will come back to the all your questions one by one later. Okay, you can ping him or Rakib. Maybe you can start answering them behind the scene. Okay. Okay. Now coming to how AI is helpful in nutrition or the field of nutrition. Okay, or medical science. Now we have also like AI is very relevant in the medical practices or medical science, or it's very like we have, like you seen yesterday also, right? You analyze blood reports with the help of AI. Okay, so similarly now we'll see how it is helpful in the world of nutrition. Okay, so why use AI in nutrition? Okay, so earlier how was the case? Suppose even today, most of the people in rural areas or urban areas, what they do is, if they want a diet plan, okay, they generally go to a doctor or see a dietitian or nutritionist, and the nutritionist then take a data or look of their health, current health conditions, age, weight. Okay, what's the target weight? Okay, what's the current weight? Okay, what is the what we say preferences, lifestyle conditioning, okay, various other data, and then arrives at a plan or nutrition plan for the particular individual. Okay, so now what is the it's fine, you get a human touch, you see, or you can see the progress, you can track the progress. Okay, but suppose say I am meeting a nutritionist from South India. Okay, he might not be aware of the diets or cuisines from North India or from abroad. Okay, so that's the limitation of his or her. Okay, similarly, someone is from what we say North India, the doctor or nutritionist from North India, he might not be that aware about the cuisines of the South Indian cuisines. Okay, so that is where AI comes into the picture. What it does internally, it analyzes a large amount of data very quickly. Okay, and it will as we all know, right? It is trained on a very large amount of data. Okay, and it will go through all the nutrition database, dietary patterns. Okay, blogs, written by many nutritionists, dietitians, etc., and it will come up with a personalized diet plan for you guys. So that's the benefit, and it also covers a broader aspect when we plan something or use AI to build any solution on. Okay. Now, how AI enhances nutrition? As I said, I gave the example, right? So it tailors or it personalizes the recommendations based on a specific user input. Okay, it's not that generic. Okay, my age, gender, or diet plans, or sorry, health conditions might be different from all of you. Okay, so AI helps us to personalize that recommendations. Okay, he might recommend dal for me, or he might recommend roti for you. Okay, so based on my health conditions. Okay, or suppose say I'm allergic to soy protein, or I'm allergic to milk, then it will try to generate a nutrition plan based on my preferences. Okay, we call that as dietary preferences. Okay, and we also, I think yesterday we saw, right, it can analyze blood reports and all, and it will try to generate a very specific diet plan for like for each individuals. Okay, not only age, gender, and health dietary preferences, it can also plug in yesterday like your health report, blood reports, and all to get a final diet plan. Okay, now if you see these images, right, so it will go through the external knowledge. Okay, it will go through all the ingredients of a particular recipe, cuisine, and it will try to gather all the system, and then it will try to give you a very tailored output. Okay, which will suffice your requirement. Okay. Okay, now moving into how generative AI is useful. This I think we already covered it. So now we'll see how it can be useful for personalized building personalized diet plans. Okay, and okay. So on top of that, it's not only diet plan. So now if you see, like you might have also experienced, right? If we go for a diet conscious, what we say, routine or meal, right? So the expense goes up. Okay, so we need to have protein powders, we need to have pumpkin seeds or dry fruits, almonds, dates. Okay, so the budget also goes up. Okay, so what how our AI can help is, like suppose the difference between the manual intervention and AI will give you. So suppose a doctor, you visit a doctor, a dietitian, he or she can plan your diet well. Okay, no doubt about that, but like he or she cannot plan your budget even, right? He cannot plan, okay, if your budget is 10K, then this is the diet you need to follow. If your budget is 15K, then this is the diet you need to follow. Okay, so that will be very difficult and time consuming for him or her or any nutritionist in the world. Okay, so that is where AI also comes into the picture. We can also give our budget constraint. Okay, we can give a budget constraint of low, medium, and high. Also we can give a very specific budget constraint. Okay, I want a diet which will cost me, suppose say 10K per month, 20K per month. Okay, based on our requirement. Okay, so that is how generative AI or AI can help us personalize our diet plans. Okay, now hope you understood how beneficial, or how I can say, like how what are the advantages or pros it has over our normal dietitian and nutritionist. Okay, so it will give you an end. You can think of a like a multi-dimensions way, right? You will give him the your dietary preferences, you will give your health conditions, you will give your blood reports, you will give your budget. Okay, also you will give your diet plans. Okay, and then it will give you and build you a very personalized diet plan, which will be very relevant for your as per your requirement. Okay. Okay, I'll
Sir,
take a
uh,
stop here,
so,
and maybe I'll take up some questions from you guys. Yeah, please, was asking. Uh, Someone was asking something. I can take up some questions maybe now.
Sir, is that encoder decoder a transformer model?
Yeah, who is asking this? Gibran, right?
Yes, sir, Jabran. Yeah.
Yeah, Gibran. So we are not covering the internal working of how autoencoder or transformer variational autoencoder is working. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So right now we'll just give you an overview of what generative AI is, what the solutions we can build, okay, and we'll also build one solution, okay,
Mhm.
and we'll see.
Okay.
So that will be again, if you are very interested, we have also very in-depth classes to cover
Yeah.
that, okay.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
will understand from scratch how you can build a LLM model, okay,
Okay.
how you can build a transformer model, okay. So we have
Yes.
very
Thank you.
specific target classes for that area.
So,
Okay. Thank
sir,
you.
sorry.
Firoz.
So, is this the part of the generative AI course? Like, if you want to build up the models and all,
Just a sec. Can you please come again,
like,
Firoz?
is this a part of generative, like the generative AI class that we will be having? So, through that class, can we get to know how we can build up the LLM model through encoder and
So Firoz, it's not like we are only having one classes. I think Ivy as an institution, as Pratik might have covered yesterday, they cover around like various courses for various individuals or various experienced folks. Okay, I think they have courses for beginners also, intermediate folks also, and very advanced folks also. Okay, so they have I think various courses for various individuals. Okay, there is no specific generic course that will fit all. Okay, so they have very advanced course also, and they have a very beginner level course also, because I think they also cover what is like they also have industry experts covering their topics, such as, like you asked, right, transformer, generated, how Gen AI works, or how to build a LLM model and all. Okay, and they're very beginner classes who for targeting audiences who are not very familiar with coding and all also. Okay, hope that
so? But
answers your question.
yeah, definitely, sir. So one more question in
Yep.
just in this regard. So generative AI is not very no long term in the market. Like it's if I talk about this thing, it may be like you maybe couple of years or 3 years back we have all this buzzing term like LLM, generative AI.
Yep.
So how this is progressing in the market? Like how the market is taking into, because most of the organization where I'm working in, we are also in a phase to develop the generative AI model. We have not fully developed. So how the industry is taking all this?
Okay. So see, generative AI, like when computers came, right? So many people thought of like, okay, it will replace the humans. Okay. No, that's not the case. It will not replace the humans. Rather, it created more jobs for the every one of us, right? So same disruption was created with the help of generative AI. Okay. Many people thought that okay, now many jobs will be going away because of generative AI, but not that's not the case. So how like to give you a very straight answer, right? So generative AI not is doesn't mean to replace the work. Rather, it helps us or aids us do the work in a more productive way or in a more efficient way. Okay, suppose say I want to build a like for this context. Okay, I want to build a diet plan looking into all these features. Okay, age, weight, height, dietary preferences, dislikes, allergies, budget. Okay, blood reports. Now you can tell me how much time a human being or a nutritionist or dietitian can do this in. Okay, he might at least require 10 or 15 minutes to study all your reports and come up with a diet plan, right? But what AI can help in or her, AI can generate 5 or 6 diet plans for him. Okay, I'm telling if a doctor uses a generative AI solution, okay, and out of 5, then doctor can maybe overlook that. Okay, have a bird's eye view, and then maybe okay select one which will be best suitable for your case. Okay, so instead of 15 minutes with this patient, he can do it very efficiently within 5 minutes. Okay, so that is how AI, or when I say AI, generative AI is disrupting the market. Hope that answers your question.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else?
Yeah, so this is Lakshmi here. So I
Yeah,
seen
Lakshman.
like a couple of AIs in the market. Can you little bit word of like so right now we are learning general AI in the sense generative AI. So may I know like other kind of AI and what is the part of this generative AI in the world of like AI term?
Okay, so AI is the larger umbrella. Okay, so inside that
Yeah.
we have generative AI, which helps us in data or content generation, you can say. Okay, so based on your use case, what you want to automate or what you want to have a intelligence built on top of a machine. Okay, so you need to have or decide what type of AI or which branch of AI you want to use. Okay, suppose say you want to predict a value or forecast a value or rain or whatever it is. Okay, so in that case you use predictive modeling. Okay, suppose you want to like classify whether this is a dog or whether this is a cat or whether this is looks like a rust or this is not rust in an iron bar or wherever it is. Okay, so that we can call as image classification. Okay, so then in that case we need to use deep learning maybe. Okay, suppose say you want to write a summary of whatever we are discussing in today's call. Okay, so we are all speaking on maybe I speaking on English, then Hindi. Okay, or someone might be speaking on Bengali or Telugu or Odia, whatever it is. Okay, and at the end of 1 hour I need to have a summary out of it. Okay, whatever we discussed, whatever questions people asked. So that is the picture when we use generative AI to build a summary out of it, so that we can term as content generation, right? So that is how the use case define which type or what subset of AI will be using for our solutions. Okay.
Okay, so we have a different kinds of scenarios in the real world as a human, and accordingly, the AI is also different. Is there like
Yeah.
what about like a narrow AI and a super AI? Different kinds of AIs are there. So,
So that
do
I
you have
think
any?
will not be that relevant for today's audience, Lakshman. Okay. Maybe.
One more
Okay,
question from
majorly
Balamurugan.
we are talking generative AI.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
So one more
Okay.
question from Balamurugan.
Yeah, Balamunga.
So how the RAG is implemented in Genie RAG?
Okay. So I will just give you a brief. I will not cover in detail maybe because we have very limited time.
I
Okay.
understand.
Yeah. Sorry, Balamugal. So RAG is nothing but retrieval augmented generation. So what? So whenever suppose a Chat GPT, for example, right? Suppose you write something onto it and it will give you a very generic answer. Okay. The answer which will he or the LLM might have referred from large data set it got trained on. Okay, but suppose say I have a book written by myself. Okay, or I have a document as for built by my company. Okay, that is not available in or that is not used in training that model LLM. Okay, I want to have a question answering kind of thing on top of that particular document, not all, and it's not ever been used for training of any LLMs. Okay, so there comes the scenario of our RAG. Okay, what in addition to the prompt, okay, we also give the document to it or the knowledge to it. Okay, on what we want to build the or generate the content from. Okay, so that is called as RAG. Okay, hope that answers your
Yeah, yeah,
question.
yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Since we are running out of time, okay, let's see the very interestingly how we can build this solution. Okay, and we'll also host it using a Streamlit app. Okay, so we'll cover that. Okay, first I will show you the demo of the tool maybe, and then
I have a question.
I'll take it up, Arun, bit late. Okay, please hold on to that. Okay, let me share my screen again. I missed it. Okay, so this is the app we have built. Okay, and I'll show you how we can or you can also do it. Okay, so I want one volunteer out of you who can help me fill this. Anyone who wants to get his or her diet plan? Okay, I see.
Hello, sir.
Okay, Devjit, cool.
Yes.
Okay, can you help me with this? Shall we fill this and we'll get your diet plan for you, maybe?
Yeah, sir. Please.
Okay, cool.
Age
Age, please, if you don't mind.
23.
Okay, great.
Male.
Okay, height,
Height, sir, 5'9".
5 feet 9 inch.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your
Uh,
weight?
Weight
Sorry
60,
to, huh?
65, sir. No problem.
Ah,
65.
you're very fit then. Okay, so what type of diet you want?
Uh,
Vegetarian, vegan, you can choose from any of from here.
Omnivore, sir.
Omnivore, great. Okay, what's the budget you are looking at?
Budget, sir, 5K.
5K, very good. Okay, and how unique your meals needs to be per week? On a scale of 1 to 5, you need
Uh,
every day a new meal, or it's fine even if it gets repeated.
Sir, it's me two, three.
Pardon? 2 to 3. Okay.
Uh, Three.
Okay. So do you have any allergies or do you don't like any
No,
type of?
no, sir, no.
It's fine. Okay.
No.
Okay. Then I will generate a diet
But
plan.
sir, budget doesn't show.
No, it got automatically
Oh,
into
okay, sir.
selected to low because we have given 5K.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay.
You can give the numbers also. I will show you how you can do that. But good question. Okay. Now, Devjit, you tell me, suppose say you want to go to a nutritionist. So where are you based at? Kolkata? Based out at?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Kolkata.
So suppose you want to see a dietitian in Kolkata, get a report such, how much time it would take generally? You need to
Um,
travel and
I
it
never go any dietitian, sir.
just an estimate, 1 hour, 2 hour, right?
Yeah, sir. 1 hour, 2 hour. Yeah, of
Definitely,
course.
right? So, but you got see, you will get a weekly diet plan. I'll just ping you also after the class maybe. Okay.
Of course,
And
sir. Of course.
if you see it gives okay breakfast you need to have this, okay, and lunch,
Okay.
okay, these are the ingredients you need to prepare this, okay, so these are the ingredients you need to prepare your lunch, and similarly these are the ingredients you need to prepare your dinner, okay,
Nice.
and
Yeah, sir.
similarly it generates for all 7 days of the week, okay,
Hmm.
and
Yes, sir.
also it has some tips for you, okay, so
Of
it says
course.
it very intelligently says buy in bulk wherever possible, don't buy loose items so that you will save on cost, okay.
Of course.
So
Yes.
this is how quickly within I think not more than 5 minutes we
Sir, it's
generated
three
a weekly
minutes.
diet plan, right?
Yeah, sir.
Sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
Of course, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I think Divya Lakshmi asked, right, whether it's only for health conditions or any healthy individuals. As you see, Divya Lakshmi, right? So, Devjit is a very healthy individual, but it is very dynamic and you can use whatever way is possible, okay, to generate a diet plan.
Of course, sir.
Okay. Okay, now we'll see how we have created this. Okay, or what all things we need to create one such application or use case or
Sir,
solution. Okay,
one question. Can you
yeah,
share this code or we will written our own?
we'll do that. No, we'll do that after the
Okay, sir.
class maybe. Okay,
Okay, sir. Of course.
you can prepare your own. If any questions, you can reach out. Okay, whatever it is. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now this is the code. I will not go very line by line because that's not the objective of today's class. But I will go to the very what we say overview of
Recording in
what all
progress.
things we need. Pardon? Someone was saying something. Okay, my bad. Okay, what are the things we need to achieve it? Okay, that's the objective of today's class. Okay. Okay, so first thing we need a front end, okay, for front end and back end, okay,
Hello.
for any applications, okay.
Hello.
Yeah,
Sorry, sir, interrupt you. Sir, this is my budget. This is my diet chart. So it's make up to my budget, right?
yeah,
Oh, okay. Whenever I put a 2K or 1K, it makes like 1K or 2K budget.
yes,
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
okay. I will explain you that also, Debjit, okay, and for everyone, okay. So the front end over here we have used Streamlit. So now it can be anything. You can use Angular, you can use React, you can use Streamlit, you can use any other front end applications also to host it, okay. And now the backend we have written in Python, okay. So assuming everyone must be familiar, okay, just I will show you, even if you are not, it's fine. I will cover what we can or what are the tools we need to build such an app very quickly. Okay.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. So what you mentioned about the front end and back end, can you please come again? I didn't get that
So
part.
suppose say you're talking to me right now. Okay,
Hmm.
now I think many 50 or 60, 77 people are talking to me. Okay. So we cannot talk without any interface, right? So you need an interface to input your age, gender, height, weight, etc. Okay. So this is called your front end. Okay. And similarly, the back end to build the working of this. Suppose you enter 23 year, okay, or suppose say you are writing 5,000, then it will automatically take as low budget. Okay. Suppose you are writing 20K, it will take as medium budget. Okay. Suppose you are writing 1 lakh, then it will take an, so it will understand this is high budget. Okay, so that all things where it is written, we call that or refer that to the backend services. Okay, so that is what I meant by front end and back end. Okay, now here we have used the front end application, open source application called Streamlit. Okay, so this is what it is, Streamlit. Okay, now we need to have an account with OpenAI in order to use the LLM. Okay, so every API, okay, will have this key. Key is nothing but your password, you can sort of say, and this is the URL, okay, where the model is hosted. Okay, now we are building this page. So I'm writing here personalized. I'm not going into deep into it. So I'm giving a title to this. So this comes here. Okay, and I am taking this as an input, age in the variable, height here, weight in this variable, budget here. Okay, and then I'm taking the diet type, okay, and weekly variety, how much variation I need per week, dislikes, okay, what are thing I don't like. Suppose I don't like milk, I can put it there, okay. Then once I click on hit on generate button, generate diet plan, okay. Then what it will do is it will take our prompt. So prompt we have predefined it, okay. So this is the foremost or important thing what we need to define and give it to the LLM so that it will understand, okay, I got all these things, okay, from the user. I got his age, I got his height, weight, budget, okay. Now what I need to do with it, okay, but that thing you need to tell to the or guide the LLM, okay. So that is what we call as prompt, okay. We need to prompt the direction to the LLMs so that it will generate something and give it to us back. Okay, so now what I have done here, if you see here prompt, I am writing as I am a age year old. If you see here age, I am parameterizing. So it might be 23 for Devjit, it might be 29 for me, or it might be male for him, it might be female for anyone else. Okay, so I am parameterizing this thing, age, gender, total height in inches, weight in kgs. Okay, diet type is this, weekly variety meals is this, okay, budget is this, and additionally I dislike or I'm allergic to these following items, or that I'll give as dislikes. Okay, and now what I'm saying is please generate a detailed and personalized nutrition diet plan for me. Okay, so this is the all the tools or info I'm giving or passing on to LLM so that it will generate a detailed or personalized diet plan for me. Okay, so this is what we call as prompt. Okay, so as I have given, I will read out the prompt as I have given. I am a 23 years old. How internally this worked, I will tell you. Okay, so yeah, I'll use this data. So I am a 20-year-old, a 23-year-old male with a height of 5 feet, how much 9 inches. Okay, so it will internally convert into inches, and a weight of around 65 kgs. I follow a omnivore diet. I would like a weekly diet plan that includes three unique meals. Okay, as per Dipjit. Okay, and my budget is 5K. Additionally, I dislike or allergic to following foods, but Dipjit had didn't give any food, so this will be blank. Okay, now using all this info, I want, I told the LLM to please generate a detailed and personalized nutrition diet plan for me. Okay. So this is the prompt or direction I have given to LLM. Okay. And here I am defining what type of or which exact LLM I am using. I am using here GPT-4. Okay. And I'm giving the message and I'm giving the content as this prompt. So this goes with my messages. Okay. Now coming to temperature, I will just I should not cover this, but still I will because it's written here. So temperature is 0.7, so it varies on a scale of 0 to 2. Okay. So 0 being it will so more the temperature, more variation or creativity it will show. Okay. So if you keep a very low temperature, then it will not give you very random or creative diet plans. Okay. I'm telling in this context. But if you give a temperature about 0.7 or 1, okay, so there will be more randomness and more creativity it will show in order to generate a diet plan. Okay. So that is what it is. So this we pass and then we send this prompt, meaning directions along with the model, which model to use. Okay, what should be the creativity index, suppose say temperature. Okay, and then it will give us our output to us and that will show it over here. Okay. Now, as Devjit asked, okay, I want to give the budget as not low, medium, and high. Rather, I want to tell him, okay, so this budget is very specific. Here we are giving budget. Okay, suppose I'm giving here 9,000. Okay, so I'm suppose I'm giving medium budget or I'm giving as high budget. Okay, rather what I want to do, I want to give a very specific budget. I want to tell him, okay, it should be 9,000 per week, not per month. I will give you 9,000 per week. Then what it will try to do, how we can reprompt is saying that my budget is 9k, so this will be parameterized and here I will write an extra word as per week. Okay. So now the LLM will understand the budget what I have whatever I will have given here is per week. It's not per month.
So,
Okay. I'll come back, Arif. Just let me complete. Okay. So and also suppose that you want to generate a very specifically Indian diet or South Indian diet. What you can do here is you can again reprompt it saying that please generate a. Okay, I see this diet now. Okay, it got omitted. I'll generate it again. Okay, I see the diet plan. I saw oats, okay, and other things are there. But I want that, okay, please generate a detailed and personalized nutrition diet plan for me, which should have more cuisines from south of India or which should have more cuisines from north of India. Then it will use all this info and try to get you a diet plan which will be very specific to North Indian cuisines or South Indian cuisines as per your input. Okay, so that variation or that features you can bring in to develop a holistic solution. Okay, so this is how I think you will, if you know this, I don't think it will take more than build a such a application. Okay, and this will be completely yours and you can use it free, you can, and it's not free because for every time you ask Gen or LLM to do a work for you, they charges some amount to you. Okay, that will be very minimal, but they have a free tier, and after that they charges something. Okay, but this will be a very helpful application if you are trying to suppose say you are trying to build this application for a doctor or for a nutritionist, so that it will not replace him, rather it will help him build a plan. Okay, so that's the reason it will be useful to design such solution using generative AI. Okay. Okay, now let me. So this code and all you will get to you will get on your I think inboxes. Okay, not to worry on that. And you can try this at your home. And maybe if any questions or doubt, if it's not working, definitely you can write us back. Okay. Okay, I will take some questions now. Maybe so we are very short on time. Arif, you were asking something.
so yeah, so the prompt that we are giving here, we are giving it to the Chat GPT 4 large language model, right?
Yes.
And its model. So what about so the age, gender, and this? Which model we are giving this? It's taking the input of age, gender,
So
height.
this we are writing everything inside this variable prompt. Okay.
Hmm.
So this will
So,
this prompt word will have everything,
Hmm.
and that we are giving here. Same thing.
Okay, in the prompt, everything is mentioned. Age,
Everything is
gender.
mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah,
So
Lakshman.
actually, you given the input whatever user is given, all the details, one open API call you did, okay, post call. So
Yeah.
here, request dot post, where is the declared this request? Line number 76. Are you defined somewhere in the top?
Yeah.
Okay, you are importing. The same way response also.
Response we will get it from the OpenAI.
Okay, so just you declared in the 76 response. So directly that object you can use it to display, or are you defined any in the
No,
top
so
though?
we'll get some JSON. Okay.
Okay,
Then we are parsing it to get it in a very neat form. Okay. So I'm not going into this Python related code. Rather, the only objective was to deliver or tell you guys how efficiently you can build a solution out of using GenAI. Okay. I'm not going into how this Python parser work and all.
okay.
Okay.
I
So
have
this
one question. I understood input output. I got it. So you sent whatever prompt you are taking from the user. So sending into post call is a OpenAI. So I have one doubt. So OpenAI can support all the domains, all the environments in the market.
all
Banking,
the
insurance, finance, healthcare, all the things will handle OpenAI, or it is a
yeah. So
different APIs,
see,
are they based
doesn't
on the
matter.
domain?
So I will tell you a line. Okay. Lakshman, I will tell you one line.
Okay.
I'll just tell you a random line. Okay, I want to open a bank account.
Yeah,
Okay, this is one my line. Okay, now you tell me which domain it belongs to.
it's a BFSI banking.
BFSI banking. Okay, now I'll tell you prepare a diet plan for me. Which domain or which field it belongs to?
It's a healthcare,
Nutrition, right?
human nutrition. Yeah,
Yeah.
healthcare.
But LLM treats them all same. It is not. It understands. That is how intelligent the LLMs are. So it understands you are speaking of a BFSI domain or banking domain or finance related thing, and here you are speaking with a nutrition kind of thing. Okay,
Okay.
so that generative AI, the LLM understands what does this height mean, or what does this weight mean, or what is this allergic word mean. Okay,
Mm.
then it understands and it gives you the output as per all these keywords. Okay, it understands the context. Okay, what you are trying to give and what you are trying to ask, and it will give you. Okay.
Excuse me. Yesterday, uh, Mr. Patik
Yeah.
had already showed us you can give a context as a prompt also. As an admin, before this prompt, you can give a context as like as a nutritional expert.
Yeah.
You
So
please
what you
provide
can
all
do,
this.
yeah, Libin, very spot on. What you can do now, you can write it. You are. I want you to be a nutritionist. Okay. Okay. And prepare a diet plan accordingly. Okay. Now this is a context I am giving. Okay, before my prompt I'm giving a context saying that I want you to behave like a nutritionist and prepare a diet plan accordingly, and then I'm giving my prompt. That's also fine. Okay, so this prompting or reprompting itself is a role nowadays. We call that role as a prompt engineers. Okay, so they are very efficient on how we can prompt or how efficiently we can give a prompt to arrive at a particular result or content. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
I have a doubt, sir. Sir, this LLM basically uses vector databases, right, sir, in order to pull the answer.
So if you
Right,
need
sir.
to use RAG based solution, you need to build something based on RAG. kind of solutions, right, then you need vector database, not in these cases. Okay. So
Okay,
guys,
okay, okay.
please ask.
So here, sir, how is it pulling?
Pardon?
Sir, here, how is it pulling the answer, sir? From I mean, how is it extracting the answer?
So it is using the LLM. LLM name is GPT-4. Okay.
Oh,
Suppose say you are an LLM, Gibran. You think from that perspective. Okay. You are a LLM.
yeah.
I am giving you this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey Gibran, I want you to be a nutritionist and prepare a diet plan accordingly.
Right.
And I am giving this direction to you. Now you are giving me the response. Response what? Response of this. Okay. Same thing is replaced by GPT-4. Okay. Now GPT-4 is the new Gibran here. Okay. He understand my directions and give out the output. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Then
Any
so
other questions, guys?
my then my small request. So you're telling like based on the prompt, we'll take and get the response. Can
Yeah.
you change a bit of a prompt now? Like I want to become a doctor, like any other thing. So let's see what is the result is coming. Just want to know.
Lakshman, really, I don't think this is the time to do it. Maybe because we have
No,
other
we
questions to
can do
do.
it right. So the prompt changing here
Yes,
and
yes, you can do it. So that is
okay.
what reprompting is. Okay. Now you can give a sports nutritionist. You can try doing that. So that is
Mhm.
an homework for
Okay.
you guys because you are already ahead of time. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
use the
fine, sir.
same code, Lakshman. Okay.
Okay.
You just change the prompt. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Just understand, Lakshman, nothing, okay, personal, because we need to cover our.
Yeah, why I'm asking means is the same code will work for the different scenarios, different requirements. That's what I
Yes.
asked.
No, no.
Thanks for
To
like
answer that, that will, Lakshman.
great. Thank you.
Okay.
So where do we need to put this now on this code? Can you show that?
So basically, what you need to do, okay, a very good question whoever asked. I didn't see the name. So this code will be shared by you, sorry, shared to you by Raki or IB. Okay. What you need to do is you will have this, suppose say you have this app.py. So this is your code. Okay. Now you need to have two things. One, you need to have Python installed. Okay. So you need to have Python installed. Okay. And you need to install Streamlit. Streamlit is nothing but this app. Okay. The front end, the front face to it. Okay. So you need to install Python first, then you need to install Streamlit. Okay. To install Streamlit, you need to uh, once Python is installed, you need to go here. Okay, in the Python prompt, you need to write pip install pip space install space Streamlit. Okay, once Streamlit will be getting installed, once it is done, what you need to write is you need to locate to the same path. So this is my path here now. Okay, under documents I have IV Gen. Okay, so under this path you have this app.py. So you need to write this command streamlit run app.py. Okay. After you run this, it should automatically open up your browser and it should come, this page should come up. Okay. If it is not able to open up directly, what you can also do is you can copy this URL from here. Okay. And maybe you can take a new tab and you can paste it. Okay. So you will get this page. Okay. Hope that answers your question, whoever was asking.
Yes. So can you repeat it a bit once more? The Streamlit part.
Okay, you need to install Python first, then Streamlit. Okay, once both the things are done, okay, then what you need to do is you need to navigate to this path wherever your code is, wherever this app.py file is. Okay, once you reach that path, you need to write here Streamlit space run space app.py, whatever your Python file name is, you need to run it, hit enter. Then you should able to, you can, if you read this, you will also get this. You can now view your Streamlit app in your browser. Okay, so this is the link to it. It should automatically open up. If not, then you need to copy this path, paste it in any of the uh, browser, internet browser, and you can get this page. Okay. Cool. And suppose say you are okay, one more thing, suppose say you are changing some prompt again, okay, and you want to use that prompt, then you need to close this app, okay, kill this session, and again you need to run this, so it will be running with the fresh set of code. Okay, hope that answers your questions, Arif and all.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we are good to go. Raki has shared the code in the chat. You guys can download it. Okay, cool. And I
What is
see
this Jupyter? Jupyter is like source code management. This one.
Jupyter
It's
is
a
the
kind.
IDE. Who is asking this?
Okay. Okay.
Lakshman. Jupyter is IDE, like where we write Python code or
You can
whatever.
open this .py in Notepad
No,
if you want to
s-
edit it.
we can write anywhere, right? Other editors
Anywhere,
also.
anywhere.
Okay,
So
sir,
it's
can
up
I
to you.
Okay.
can
It's
I
Lakshman.
use Google Colab?
Yeah, yeah, you can use everything. It's like we have food here. You can eat from the packet itself. You can eat in the steel plate. You can eat in a ceramic plate. It's up to you guys. Same thing. Okay. And for any other, I think queries, you can reach out to IB Pro contacts. And if you have any questions for me, then this is my LinkedIn page. Okay. Please reach out to me for any questions, or if you need any help on the how industry
Can
is
you
working,
share the
or
link for this? Your LinkedIn
Yeah,
profile?
sir, please
Share
share
your
the link.
yeah.
LinkedIn profile.
Rakib, can you please do it maybe, or I will do it in the chat. Okay.
Yeah, just copy paste in that.
Okay. So if you have any question or clarification required for how this industry is currently working on, because this is a very hot topic nowadays, we all are working on it, and there are many clients looking forward to this. Okay. So I'm done with the today's sessions. Maybe Rakib, over to you.
Sir, one request, sir.
Pardon?
Sir, one request.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, please.
Yeah, sir, one request. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes,
No,
Yeah,
we
no,
sir,
your
can.
can that
voice is
app.py send to us over WhatsApp? Because I'm actually logged in through my phone. I'm not able to open.
your voice is breaking, Gibran.
He's actually saying he's
Uh,
logged in via
yeah,
phone
yeah,
and
Okay.
he
yeah.
wants
So
this code to be downloaded somehow like in an
Okay,
email or
Gibran,
something like
they
that.
will share you over your email. If not, you
okay,
can ping Raki or you can write an email to IV Pro. They will help you with
okay,
the code. Not an issue. Okay.
fine, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, guys. Rakib, then I think we can close this maybe, or how is it? You're planning?
Yeah, we can close it.
Okay, guys. It's
Thank you,
nice
sir.
meeting you. Thank you. Be in touch.
Thank
Bye.
you so